A good evening or good morning, if you will. Scrolling on YouTube and I came across this video that I wanted to share with you guys.
Where the cult aspect comes in, Freemasonry practices real toleration.
Toleration for other religions, other beliefs, and other practices.
We accept men of all faiths. Freemasonry accepted Jewish members, for example, in the 1700s, long before Jewish men could join many organizations. And that has helped this conspiracy theory nonsense. If you read it in the papers,
it's not a conspiracy if it is a fact.
Jews and Freemasons are in cahoots to take over the world. Then you throw in whatever.
Jews and he said Freemasons, right? Googled it. Families who run the world. Don't know them from the top of my head, but the Rothschild, the most powerful family in the world, coming from medium.com. Right? He said Jews and Freemasons are in cahoots. He said a conspiracy theorists think that, correct? The Rothschild family is a wealthy Jewish family originated from Frankfurt that rose to prominence with Mayor Amschel Rothschild. You can read the rest of that if you want, but that is my point. A wealthy Jewish family from Frankfurt who has the most money in the world. Then I went to RothschildArchive.org. The first line, it says, members of the Rothschild family have been involved with the Freemasons, a fraternal organization whose members are concerned with moral and spiritual values, self-improvement, and helping their communities with charitable endeavors. But
conspiracy theory nonsense, if you read it in the papers, it's they could join of all faiths. Freemasonry accepted Jewish members, for example, in the 1700s, long before Jewish men could join many organizations. And that has helped this conspiracy theory nonsense. If you read it in the papers, it's the Jews and Freemasons are in cahoots to take over the world. Then you throw in whatever other organization you don't.
But isn't this a common saying, money rules the world? So that leads me to believe if you have a lot of money, you have a lot of power in this world. They have the most money, and they're associated with Freemasonry and with the Jewish community. So doesn't that kind of go against this argument?
Don't like the Federal Reserve System or the Bilderbergers or you name it, and throw it in there, and it's this horrid conspiracy that Freemasons are involved in to take over the world. It's just simply coming from people who need an enemy, and Freemasons have had a history of not responding to a lot of these attacks. And in today's world, you just can't do that, so we respond now.
They respond now because we have the technology now to put the facts out there. People are coming out from their organization because they know what they're doing is wrong and they want to change and they convert themselves to Christ.
They would be terribly disappointed and wouldn't even think about staying in the organization because that's not what it's about. That's not what it gives. And a person looking for that is better not coming into the fraternity. We do have famous Masons. You can go into the arts, you can go into the theater, you can go into religious leaders, you can go into political leaders, you can go into some of the great names in the auto industry or in any industry that you can think of. There are many labor leaders. Samuel Gompers is a classic example of a labor leader who was a Freemason.
He listed between 5 and 10 different items, and you want to mention Samuel Gomper. So he's the one who created unions. Of all those people to list, that's who you name. Got it.
I can go through a long list of famous names with you, but of the millions of men who've been Masons, most haven't been famous.
And that's scary.
And that's a source of great pride to us too. We're very proud of Masons that have made names for themselves, but we're also very proud of the everyday Mason that's out making his community a better place to live.
Oh, that's
Verizon knows how to build unlimited right. Start with America's.
That's just a quick video I found this morning. If you want to look at the video, I don't own any of this video or whatever. Discovery, and the name of the video is Freemason Symbols and Secrets Part 1. There you go.